Welcome back, everybody, to the Tales of Rumhyek. Today we are going to get some more resources. So I don't know if you noticed in the last episode, my voice was starting to get a little rough, and I was getting sick. So this episode, I'm probably going to have to, take it easy on the talking, and that means we can focus more on actually building cool stuff. If you didn't get to see last episode, I highly recommend you go back and check it. We got a lot of progress done on Blackridgepool's cemetery, which we're going to use in the pilot episode of the story. Yeah, got a lot done there. We're going to go back there today and work on that some more. There should be a good chance that we go work on the HQ too, which I haven't forgotten about the names. The funny thing is, at the current moment, like, there's a three-way tie between the four names, which is a good thing. It means everybody likes the names. Yeah. So I got this many leaves and this many leaves. Like a whole sugar box of leaves makes 2 to 3 trees, and we got to make 5 of them. So that means I got to get probably safe to get 2 sugar boxes worth of leaves, which we got in the last episode too. I didn't end up showing it, but that's because I wanted to get on to really building instead of progression of the Minecraft sense. So, all right. Well, let me cut down. Well, I'll cut down the trees, but let me get some leaves. I think I got plenty of wood, and then I'll meet you back over there at the cemetery. Welcome back. Gathered up some the leaves that we needed, as you see here. 2 full. Well, hey, that's not the right one. There you go. 2 full sugar boxes. Looks like we got a little bit of extra. But before we go jumping into making trees again, I was thinking we could work on making the pathways. They don't look the greatest right now. Now, I really didn't want to use your standard kind of muddy pathways, but it kind of actually works. Why are you here? Oh no. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, because the muddy look, I didn't really want to go for it in the cemetery. But at the same time, it is what it is, and so I think it'll work. So if we start from wrist, like let's start right here, and we start tearing out, I think what I want to do is have, as you might realize, like the path block is compacted ground. And now I don't have any hardened clay, or terracotta, but anyway, so this path block is kind of the hardened ground, and so I want to put more path block towards the center and less outwards. Oh, I just want to kill that guy. So we're going to try this out. I have coarse dirt. Obviously, you need that. And so then I might try to stick coarse dirt more outside, and then because you can't really put dirt that close to see how they already got transferred. There's a block of dirt down there. Anyway, so let me try, and let's see, what can we do here? We can go get some grass since I want to tear up all the ground before I turn into path blocks. Now, for the path block, or for the paths in general, I'm thinking 2 to 3 wide at most. I don't want to get too big, so like this right here would be, that guy would probably be as big as I want to get. So here's that, and let's put. I really should make a different shovel for this. Just a little bit coarse dirt. So you see how it's already 4. But let me play with this. But besides putting a little path going out, we're also going to need to add a little bit of stone action, kind of spruce up the look. Like, let's say there's a stone right here, and it won't be that big. But I don't have any variations. But we'll put us like a stone there, and then maybe a stone at the base of this tree, and it's got really dark. Lighting has been glitched, it seems. Every time I come into my base, there's these big dark spots everywhere. So yeah, and then we'll do that stuff, and then we'll put some bushes along the way, build up the foliage, you know, boop, not in front of a grave, but that'd be kind of bad. So yeah, and anyway, I'll bring you back after I get this down and to a kind of a pattern that I like. Yeah, now you come say hello, you stupid. Get wrecked. I can't believe they're spawning in my river. We are in a cemetery, I guess. Okay, so I think I'm pretty happy with this. Just a little simple. That drives me nuts, but there's not much I can do about it. Yeah, so this is what I'm going to replicate. As you see, I add some texture to this little rock. Even put like kind of a rotation underneath. Try to keep it very thin. There's another little rock that'll go up that way. Started working that way, but I figured let's see if we can't just tackle all of these pathways, and we'll do that in form of a time lapse. So let's do this. Okay, so during the time lapse, I'd like to talk really quick about the HQ naming. I think I've waited enough time to get enough results in, and so there were 13 total people that voted, and starting with the one that got the least and to the one that got the most. Black Lung Mining Co. only received 2 votes. I kind of like that one, but I can understand where people are coming from. It's kind of generic. And then Black Rock Extraction came in with 3 votes. If I were to pick a normal name, that was probably going to be the name I was going to pick. So the runner-up was Nice or Never Inhibit Catastrophic Evil. That one was winning for a while there, and then the one that actually won was the Emerald Vault of Iron Lads. Now, I think the reason that people didn't like that one as much as Nice potentially was I didn't really go into detail on exactly what I was thinking about with it. But anyway, the acronym for that one is EVIL instead of whereas the acronym for the other one was Nice. So that was the winner with 5, which hey, that's exciting. Congrats, whoever came up with that name. I believe, yeah. Anyway, so what we're going to use that name. So that name to me is probably more of a. I mean, it's still going to be a evil company, but it's more of a band or a camaraderie of or like a fraternity, so to speak. So I'm actually going to call the company the Emerald Vault, and so I'm going to jump off the Iron Lads. That's going to kind of be the second part. And so the way we're going to make it kind of an evil company is, well, the Iron Lad part is basically a clique or a subgroup of elite Emerald Vault employees. So Rumhyek won't be one of those. He'll be one of the grunts. And so I think that'll be kind of cool to be able to play with, having this I'm thinking like Burly Man, big pickaxes, stuff like that. So we'll be able to if you're an Iron Lad, you get to use the diamond picks or the iron picks or whatever. Whereas as the people that don't fall on that, don't get the employee of the month type thing. Well, you're gonna use stone or wood or something like that. The other nice thing about using the Emerald Vault as the name is that kind of gives you something to play with color. So I will be using color green into the builds. I think that'll work out really well. I'll probably have an emerald as part of the logo for the company. Now, I really did like Nice. And I think we could have really done some kind of crazy, I want to say anarchist, but some crazy conspiracy theory type people that would have been a little bit more blatantly evil and give it kind of that crazy feel. A Black Rock Extraction would have been, for me, it would have been very much the gung-ho, kick down the door, action type people. So they could have been good. They weren't necessarily going to be evil. And Black Lung Mining Co. would be your typical company that throws all their employees to the side to make all the profits. So again, I'm excited. We got the Emerald Vault of Ironlands is the name of the HQ. So I officially work now for the Emerald Vault. Huh. Alright, just finished the pathways. So I've actually done this particular time lapse twice now. I finished, took me about an hour the first time, got done, and I went back to check on it to get started on the next part, and the world didn't save for some reason. So I did it again. Yay. But anyway, since I did it again, I went ahead and did some more than just the pathways. I went ahead and put some embankments in. I also worked on the river some more, built up some banks in the back. So here's where we started last time, or where we left off with the little bit of pathway. I continued that pathway around here, which goes up into this back area right here. So you'll see that I put the lilacs around, basically around where these other cherry blossoms are. I kind of think them as like baby cherry blossom trees. So they're a little bright though. But anyway, the pathway was supposed to go that way, but I kind of put this tree right here. So, yep, pathway ends here. That's not a really big deal though. We got a lot of birchwood back here, so I'm not 100% sure what I should do about that, but this tree kind of does block it, so we'll see what the camera looks like when I get to that point. And it's probably not a horrible thing to see birch in the background. So to go ahead and keep these. Yep, I didn't really look too bad. And here we have added a little bit of shrubs on around the what is that word? River. And so this right here would be, this is all really just for decoration. But I built this out, it kind of has this retainer wall look. And it kind of goes up, all the way up. And I built this over here for more like a human element. So this is like a little bench that has an extra piece here. Shameful. You know, because if you actually like lived here, this wouldn't be a bad spot to come to sit out and hang out, watch the waterfall that doesn't exist yet. Also, this tree right over here, I think I'm going to turn that into a dead tree. So it'll just kind of jut out to the side. We still got to terraform this side of the wall a little bit. I don't want to do a lot because we're going to be running back this way for the camera. But we're never going to come on this side. And then obviously there's that building that goes right here. And it's, I guess, some kind of built-up pathway that's going to go back over there. Don't know. The sun goes down. But yeah, it's always important to do, you know, like little human elements into your builds. And I mean, the landscape is pretty, of course, but you can't relate with it unless you start trying to build in things that I guess a person would do. Let me go get to sleep real quick before I get attacked by a creeper or something. Let me sleep, please. It always looks darker than it really is. But oh, also, so I don't think I talked about this earlier, but if I did, oh well. So the torch. So lighting. Lighting is kind of a problem in here. Yeah. So my plan will be to basically add a texture resource pack that I've been working on, at least I've been trying to, that hides the torch in this position, but keeps showing the torch that is in this position. Because if you put it in this way, I always think that that's more like actually placing the torch, like for like torch purposes. But if you're just doing this, I mean, outside putting it on the end of a fence post, it's kind of not, there's torch spam on the ground to keep light out. And that'll allow us to put like certain spots, like maybe like way back here, add some light back here. It kind of just brighten up the place, even though it's okay to be gloomy. So, okay, well then if you go this way, we kind of go over the bridge and the pathway gets a little heavier here. As I said, we're going to put up a building here. So I kind of imagine this is the entranceway into the place. We walk up along here. Also, I guess I should mention that, so the grass. It's kind of difficult to put the grass because I didn't want to put it everywhere, and especially didn't want to put it where the graves were actually supposed to be. So you'll see that I kind of put it behind and maybe to the side. So like these are all graves, which here's another example of human element kind of. Oh, actually, I might have one. I'll show you that in a little bit. Anyway, where basically, like, I think I'm gonna put like a rose right here on the ground. So, you know, it's like signifies, like, but it's not like planted. It'll be in an item frame that I'm gonna hide. So that'll be kind of neat. But yeah, so you see, I try to stick all the grass behind, and then I also built up this wall over here. This will help block out the backside, and it just, you know, adds elevation, which elevation odds change, and then you can also see more. Oh, hi sheep. Built up the wall a little bit here. You'll see that we got, you're not supposed to be here. You see, you got some shrubs up throughout here, and again, the whole idea behind that stuff is like, well, that's not really part of the cemetery, so it's kind of a mess. They don't mow it as much. Where did you come from? So, and then here is the cool little river doohickey thing over here. As you can see, it's just a hole back there. But from this side, yeah, it starts to look good. And this tree will be up here blocking most of the top parts. Excuse me. Talking too much. So, yeah, I think that looks good. I'm excited that we got done with the pathways. So what should we do next? We still need to work on this, and this won't take too long, I don't think. But I think I want to tackle the rest of the trees. And so the trees that we need to still do is this one right up here on this rock. Lovely little rock. We have that one right over there, we just were at. And then we have the dead tree, which won't take long. Then these 3 trees right here. So I have enough resources to get these 3 done, 5 done. But the question is, do I have enough time? So let's get into a time lapse. I guess I'll get into a time lapse, and let's knock these trees out. Whew. That was a lot of trees. A lot of trees. Oh my goodness. I got them all done though. I think I'm tired of trees at this moment. So I kind of like that tree. And I kind of like that one over there. It's a nice, I'm gonna fall in the hole. Nice dome to it. Alright, so let's just walk around and look at them and admire them. Because I haven't got to do that because I was too busy putting them there. So see, there's still that hole there, which... we're not putting another tree there, I can tell you that right now. Yeah, that one came out pretty good. Alright, well, let's walk up this lovely little walkway. Oh, look at the tree. It's on their way. It's another rack. Oh, how nice. I'm not a big fan of that, but, you know, hey, it's something. I don't know what I would do to make that better. If you have any suggestions or seen something that looks like it, I thought maybe try a different wood or stripping it, but anyway. That's a nice big tree right there. I needed to be a little taller so that it fit the building. He's kind of even butt up almost. Yeah, look at that. I like how you can see the branches still within it. Like a lot of trees that you see people make, you can't see the branches, but you can still see these branches, and that's because if we actually go up there, let's see which one's easiest to get up there. This one will work. Go right here. We go up here and look. Yeah, come on. Basically, it's hollow on the inside. We have a little mob farm in here. Oh, see, there's a hole in there. So with doing it this way, well, one, it saves a whole bunch of leaves, which, oh my goodness, I couldn't even imagine. And then secondly, as I said, it lets you see through it, because if I, just stack more leaves and more leaves, you can't start to see through that. But if I cut out the center section, you can. Anyway, I had never made a tree like that, but except for these, obviously. But anyway, so then yeah, here's another tree, nice overhangs over the graves. I still haven't got well, you can tell I'm tired. I can't talk. I'm gonna say an item frame for that rose, but this is a really nice tree too. I like this one. I like how round and big it is. And as I said, this one's nice and big. It's probably the biggest one that I made. I wanted to make sure I covered as much as I could of the water here. Oh, and if y'all noticed that creeper in the time lapse, congratulations. I was expecting it just to blow up, not destroy this whole tree over here. So I gotta fix that. So yeah, we got trees done. We got the pathways done. We got a lot of the formations of things like the bridge or the back walls kind of done. We still see birch, but it doesn't really bother me that much to see that birch, because there's birch up there. But I mean, this is Minecraft. I mean, look, if I just walk right over here, they're like, you can see jungle back there, and behind the jungle, there's dark oak. I mean, there's and mushrooms. So that'd be kind of interesting. Anyway, so it's not like the end of the world to see it, because I could keep putting these trees everywhere, but they're gonna eventually see something. So, well, I'm tired. I want to go to bed. Still got that building to make. Still got to terraform this corner over here, but that's all I'm going to have time for this week. And so that means womp womp womp. I didn't get done with what everything needed to get done, but that's okay. It was fun. We made lots of progress still. So I don't have my bow with me. It's been still in my rocket, so I put it in detention. So if you've been enjoying this series, please leave me a like and subscribe. I plan on doing just this kind of stuff all over the place and all of the episodes. So Blackridgepool, I'm going to hit that next, but it's going to be more muddy. You know how it goes. So, yep. I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.